Welcome to the Adri and Rob Show. I'm Adri.
And I'm Rob. Together, we're bringing you the real conversations about everything from headlines to heart.
We're going to dive into current events, share our own stories, and shine a light on unexpected life experiences.
No scripts, no filters, just two friends hanging out, talking it out, laughing, and sometimes figuring it out along the way.
This is the Adri and Rob Show. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. So, today, you look like you did have this event going on today. Your first little pop-up.
Yeah.
How'd you like that? I'm very proud of you. Very proud of you. It was a very successful event.
I started this little passion project called Moo Shake, and I was invited by a really beautiful fitness community to join this event. It was a pop-up, and there was different vendors, and I sold my shakes. It was really cool.
Yes, you did a really good job, especially for your first time.
Yeah.
I feel like you were really ready. You know what I mean?
I wasn't. So actually,
you wasn't, but you were though.
It seemed like I was.
Yeah,
right?
No, definitely, absolutely. And because everybody was so supportive there, you know, everybody kind of had each other's back there. It made everybody look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because for it being a kind of a smaller event, it's kind of a good
Big,
thing as far. Well, yeah, exactly. Small but big, but good for you guys because it gave you guys all a chance to kind of all have attention, you know what I mean? Everyone to get a chance to check you guys out, see what you're about. People were feeling your stuff though because it's different. Me personally, having your drink, the blueberry lemonade, protein on fire. Honestly, that got me.
I got into making drinks because I wanted to help my loved one with a situation that they deal with, and I just did a lot of research, and I found out that matcha is really helpful for getting rid of heavy metals in your body.
Nice.
So I got really into matcha, not just because it's trendy, that's kind of matcha latte,
because it benefits
you. Yeah, so I got into it, and then I'm studying right now psychology, and as I started learning about the brain, and I started learning about different supplements for your brain, I learned about mushrooms.
Nice.
And magical mushrooms, but also specifically lion's mane mushrooms.
Okay, I've heard about that.
Yeah,
elaborate on that a little bit though, because I've heard about that a little bit.
So lion's mane mushrooms are a mushroom that helps your brain create new neural pathways.
Okay.
And it helps your brain recover.
Okay, but is it?
So
I don't know if this is a dumb question, but is it a psychedelic
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It's not a dumb question. That's a great question. No, so the magic mushrooms, those are known for other properties. They're known to help, other purposes. They're medically known to help people that are depressed, people that suffer with anxiety. It can have therapeutic benefits.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I was really impressed by your drinks, honestly.
Thank you.
And I feel like everybody was able to try the different types that you had.
Yeah.
So it gave you a feedback as far as, what people liked, whether they did or they didn't. You know what I mean? And a lot of times when you're first starting those small businesses, because I've been in that myself, doing small business, doing pop-ups, I've had my side business before too. So I get it, you know what I mean? It's just, you got, like you say, you got to start somewhere, right? Day one.
Or one day. Yeah.
Where's
so
it gonna
literally,
be?
that's how I felt. When I showed up, I was like, damn, well, I saw everybody start setting up, and these girls had tablecloths, and this girl had a mannequin, and I'm like, oh my god, I have a table and a dream right now. I don't even have a sign.
Right.
And I had my cart, and I had all my ingredients, and I had everything I needed to make the drinks, but I didn't have anything to make it cute. So I was like, oh my god,
promotional material.
Yeah, I was like, okay, let me Instacart a sign. So I ordered a chalkboard.
Is that what you did? Okay.
And that's what I did, and that's what I wrote.
That's
my
what I
menu.
call being proactive right there.
Yeah,
for
and I just did it, and it wasn't bad, and I feel like I'll be able to use that in the future.
Right, absolutely, no, definitely.
And now I know what I need, but had I not had that experience, and I just kept thinking to myself well, if I'm always gonna be oh, one day I'll do it, one day I'll do it, one day, when is that day coming?
Just do it.
It's today.
Just do it. Don't be scared.
It's today.
Don't be scared because
Get
you know what?
It.
You know what? It might, even if it doesn't work out, you still took that leap.
Yeah, you still took that risk. And if you don't like it, then you could take a new risk tomorrow. Every day you have the opportunity to take a risk.
Do you want to be a jack of all trades? There it is.
There it is. You can learn something new every day.
Absolutely, definitely, for sure, 100%.
Yeah, so that's what it felt like being involved in that.
Nice. Yeah, and there were really good people that you clicked up with as well to do it with. You know what I mean? They're very
I'm
nice
so
people.
lucky that I got introduced. I just met these people,
Right.
and I wasn't gonna do it until I went to the gym, and they were like, "You're gonna come, right? Like, we want to try your drink. You're gonna do so good." And like, these girls don't even know me. They just met me.
Right, and you know what?
And they were not hating. They were not player hating. And the other girl was gonna have drinks too, and she was like, "No, come. I want to try your drink." Like, she hyped me up.
That's one thing that I will tell you from experience is you're going to learn that you're going to get a lot of support from strangers. More than you are from the people that claim to fuck with you. You know what I mean?
You're going to realize people don't really fuck with you.
Except me and homegirl Christine, because who pulled it?
Yeah. My childhood bestie pulled up. It was really nice to see. And
it feels really good when you see strangers, though. Supporting
show up for you.
Yeah, exactly.
And get excited for you.
Right.
And just like believing in your dream. They're like, oh, that's so cool.
Because they're doing the same thing. You know what I mean? So they know. They know what it feels like. Oh my God.
Speaking of strangers, like, so when I was there, like this older man that I had met. I had met him like the first day I went to work out, and I made a joke like, oh, he's doing his round saying hi to the baddies. But this time he came up to me and he was like, oh, mija, like, tell me about, he's like, oh, tell me about, like, blah, 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 and, like, tell me your name, and tell me your business, and, like, why did you get into protein, and, like, I'm telling him, and I'm like, oh, well, I brought this matcha from Japan. He's like, oh, it's from Japan? Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And he's like, and he's asking, so I'm telling him about my drinks and stuff, and out of nowhere, he starts telling me his testimony on how he became saved by God, and literally saved his life.
What story was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. Interesting, but crazy to say the least.
Don Hugo, you are a blessing to know and truly inspiring. Thank you for taking your time to share your story with us. It was amazing.
It really was. Something you don't hear all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But 100%.
So basically the event was like at a private gym called PMF.
Pretty nice gym. You guys should check it out. Shout out PMF. It's a private
gym. Shout out to them. They're super cool. Basically, his sons own this gym.
Very great people.
He has
very nice
such a beautiful family. Like, and you could just tell, like, they're close. They do things together. Right. And the parking lot is insane. Like, you look at the cars in that parking lot. Like, it's insane to see that. Like. In a community like that. Right.
Because it's in a good spot.
It's in a good spot. It's a good busy spot, but definitely. Like, you don't think that when you think Montebello usually.
Right. Being on Whittier Boulevard.
Yeah, perfect, it could be. Yeah.
Perfect. You know what I mean? Yeah. Who doesn't cruise down Whittier Boulevard every now and then? You know. Not necessarily looking to work out, but at least it's still noticed. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, that guy was kind of. I haven't heard a story like that in a long time, and I felt like. For whatever reason, he felt the need to share that with us.
Yes, and you know what? So I believe in God, and I really believe in God. I feel like I'm saved, not by what I do, but like just from my faith.
No, yeah. Exactly.
And when he came to me with his story, and in his story he said that like he had a moment where he died and he was in a coma for 3 months, and that he was literally fighting the devil for his soul. Yeah. And it wasn't until he just believed. He was like, I'm sorry, like, God have mercy, have clemency on my soul. And he said that, like, God literally sent an angel and, like, scooped him up and saved him.
And the whole, like, with him being in a wheelchair.
Yeah, and he was in a wheelchair for 20 years. And he was up walking around like nothing. Like
you would never know.
You would never know.
No, like, that's what I mean.
And he lost a lot of weight. Yeah, so just the story, then later on that story, like, he ends up, so he's in the wheelchair, and like one day he's trying to get up out of the wheelchair, and he falls, and he hurt his leg, and he said that he got an infection,
really
and that and he's developed gangrene, like they were ready to amputate his leg. He's in the surgery room in the OR about to start the operation, and the doctor notices that the gangrene has now spread more. So they say, we need to do more studies, and we're gonna wait. We're gonna postpone till tomorrow. And when the doctor came back tomorrow with the test results, he was stunned and had no words, and all he could say was, "This is a miracle."
Like he was free of gangrene.
Yeah, like
right?
the gangrene was no longer in his body.
But they wanted to. Didn't they say they wanted to amputate like higher?
Yeah, so
higher than his
they told him
knee.
like, oh, instead of just your leg, we're gonna amputate like from your waist down.
Right,
and he said that he just started praying and crying and asking God, like, why are you doing this to me?
Right.
And finally God was like, I'm gonna free you so that you can tell people
Can
your
you imagine
testimony.
being in a wheelchair for 20 years? At that, I feel like for some people, you know, if you're in a wheelchair for that long, you think you're never gonna get out of a wheelchair, and for him to do that, that's major, dude. You know what I mean? He for whatever reason felt like he had deserved a second chance at life, and he was like, I'm gonna hit the ground running, and he was like, I'm just gonna get better at everything. Feel better, do better, you know what I mean? And look at him walking.
Yeah,
That's
he said
amazing.
he started walking not this February, but last February.
Right.
Just a year. He's been walking for a year after not walking for 20 years.
Exactly, because he set his mind to that for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was able to.
Oh, the conversation started because he asked me, he's like, oh, well, what else do you do? Like, and I'm like, well, this is my passion project, but my real job is I'm a hairstylist and I'm a makeup artist.
Right.
And I'm also studying in college. And he's like, oh, what are you studying? And I'm like, I'm studying psychology. Like, I really enjoy studying that. And I explain how I just am fascinated by the brain and I want to learn about the mind.
Right.
And that's how he started telling me, because he then told me like he had tried to commit suicide. He showed me his scars on his wrist.
Yeah.
Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's sad, you know, but he made it through it. You know?
He did make it through.
Definitely.
And now he has a beautiful family.
Absolutely.
And God really has blessed him.
They
Turned his life around.
They
Yeah.
run his whole family. It's
a beautiful family.
Beautiful family. They all work together, and it's a good thing to see. You know, it's a good thing to see him rise above all that.
And like good energy.
Exactly, 100%.
Like even though there was so
100%.
many pretty girls, like that was like, you know, everybody just felt very comfortable.
Very welcoming. Very welcoming.
Yeah, that's the perfect word.
Sure. Very, very welcoming. That's what to me made them.
I felt so welcomed.
People, you know?
I felt welcomed into such a beautiful community. I thought it was so cool and I loved it.
I know, yeah, because business owners, you know, there's different type of everybody,
Yeah.
you know. So for them to be, you know, business owners, they're very nice and very welcoming people. I like that.
Yeah, we have like other ideas that we want to try, so hopefully we can try some of those ideas and see how things go.
Right. Yeah, you should definitely look into doing that again with them, though.
Yeah, we want to. We want to like.
Shout out to Mooshake.
Yeah, Mooshake.
Check out Mooshake. She definitely got something there. Definitely got something going there for sure.
It's protein. So basically, what it is, it's protein. The matcha and the coffee.
Tell me your menu.
Is 20 grams of protein. And then the lemonade is actually 30 grams of protein, and that's like a whole meal.
Literally, it's a meal.
That's like a whole meal.
Right,
yeah.
right.
So if you have like 2 hard-boiled eggs and that after the gym, you're hitting your protein goal.
For sure. And it's delicious, you guys. I had that.
And I've had like a very long on and how do you say on and off relationship with the gym. Like I've had a lifelong relationship with the gym. I've been big, I've been skinny, I've had surgery,
You did it all,
I've
girl.
done it all. And I've always been fine at every size, at every stage. I've always been that girl, like.
Oh yeah, for sure. Very confident.
Like I'm never beating the allegations of thinking I'm all that because I've always thought I'm all that.
Right,
yeah, I'm literally all that.
Exactly.
I'm
and a
all
bag of
that and a
potatoes.
latte.
Yeah, and a latte.
Period.
Okay. And a mousse shake. She's all that and a mousse
All
shake.
that and a mousse shake.
I love that for you. Well, definitely for sure. I hope you really rise with that. And,
Thank you.
Definitely go different ways with it. You know.
Thank you. I really enjoy doing it.
I wish much success on your business. You know, hopefully
you.
it grows. Not hopefully, it will.
It will.
It will.
We're going places.
We're going places for sure. Yes, definitely.
We're doing things.
We're doing things out here.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, speaking about doing things, so how about let's talk a little bit about, I would say, social media trends.
Okay.
What do you think about that? As far as, do you think it's like shaping our culture or just like wasting time?
Well, what do you think?
Well,
what do you mean?
Well, so I think right now is right now it is social media. Regardless of what anybody thinks, if you have the ability or the time and the knowledge to work social media, it's gonna work for you.
Like to put out content?
Right. Definitely, yeah.
On different platforms.
Different platforms, and it's a job in itself. You know, if you're willing to put in that time, you know, with content, just everything that comes with it, the managing of it, you know, it from what I know, you know, with how big social media is, people are doing it because it's paying well. You know,
it is.
You know
a lot
of
people
and if
pays their entire life.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Some people literally have quit their full-time jobs just to sit here and jump on these social media trends and kind of hit the ground running with them. And if it worked for them, it worked for them. You know, unfortunately, I feel like it works for some, it doesn't work for everybody. But again, you have to have that passion, you have to have that motive to want to do it, because again, it is work. It's not just all fun and games, it's actual work.
It's hard. I know so many people who do full-time social media.
That's crazy.
I have friends who are entrepreneurs, who
Right.
have their own businesses, and they literally have to do everything.
Well, see, and even having your own business,
even myself,
can you imagine?
and my business isn't even like, I work at a major salon, so we have a front desk, so they run my book. So I book my clients, but I also have somebody running my book.
Oh, okay.
They run their book. And they run their whole business, like these girls that I know, and they run their social media, and they run actual campaigns. Like they pay a photographer, they pay a studio, they do a photo shoot, and they put out their content. Right. And it works.
Yeah, exactly. And it's coming back in full circle.
Yeah, full circle.
For them,
full circle. I mean? Yeah. And these, one of the girls has like over maybe 50K followers, but the other one doesn't. Yet all of her, maybe she has 10K. Her 10K engages with her.
Okay.
It's not like having. It's not like having. It's a real 10K. Those 10K people are showing up for her.
Exactly.
Those 10K people recognize her if she's walking around in the street.
Right, because she put in that work.
Oh my God! One time I was at Equinox and this girl was like, "You're a beauty goddie."
Stop. I love that for you. That's right.
She's like, I follow you on Instagram. I met you before. I was like, cool. Really? Yeah. She's like, I met you at a women's event. I remember that you did hair and makeup and you gave me eyelashes because I did like I went to this event and I made like gift bags for all the guests. It was like 50 guests. It was for like girl entrepreneurs.
Oh, nice.
And it was eyelashes, and it was like my business card, and like like an eyelash brush, or like little things, you know. Yeah. And she remembered that.
That's so.
She remembered.
She got one of those bags.
Yeah, because she was a guest there, but I didn't remember her, but she remembered me.
Okay, that's yeah.
And that's so cool. And I felt bad, but if you're watching, girl, I remember you now.
Yes,
I'll never forget you now.
That's cool when people show you love like that. Definitely. You know, you're definitely.
Wait, oh my God, this other time. Okay, so I used to like work with Larsa Pippen, and we developed a friendship.
Nice.
And after working on the show with her and living with her in Miami, I was back in LA, and she came to LA to visit her kids, so she was at her place, and she's like, do you want to grab lunch? Like, let's grab lunch. And I'm like, okay, yeah, let's grab lunch. So we met up in Beverly Hills, and actually across the street from like the salon that I work at. So there was a restaurant, we're at South Beverly Grill, and it's super popular, and we're walking out of the restaurant, walking into her car, like getting into her car, and we hear Pafiki, like going crazy, and she thinks it's paparazzi saying Larsa Pippen, but when she realized that it was my clients, it was a group of like my girl clients that are all friends with each other, like a little clique, because I collect baddies.
That's right.
They all screamed my name, and she was like, I didn't know you had it like that.
That's cool.
I didn't know you had it like that. Cool. And I was like,
I would be like, you're not the only one, girl.
I know, girl. This is my city, girl.
Okay.
I'm known here.
Right. You said they screaming my name.
You may run Miami, but this LA.
That's so funny. That definitely feel good. Feel good for sure.
It felt good.
Yeah,
and you know what? We had just came back from doing the show, so it just felt like that people respect you a little bit.
Yeah. Because you got put on, girl. You know, that's good. I like that. I love that for you.
Yeah, that was a really cool experience.
Right. When you're like, is it paparazzi? But for me.
When we were jumping in, we were jumping in her Lambo. So she had a Lambo truck, a purple one. And we're like,
Nice. I love that.
It was fun.
I love that.
Good times. Larsa, you're the best.
That's funny. But what about like these, like, how do you feel about like all these dancing trends that I always see kind of?
I don't know. You know what? Dancing on TikTok is so the big three is TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook.
Okay,
that's the big three apps.
Right.
And
I just feel as far as with the dancing thing, I feel like it works for some, not for all. Well, I guess that goes for
you just have to be good.
You know? Yeah.
Because everybody's not good at dancing.
That's true.
That's why some people are just not good at some stuff.
That's true, though. Yeah,
you know,
sure,
and a lot of people don't want to face that music. It's like, what were we talking about? Like a people versus accountability. Like, people don't want to take accountability at times to just notice that maybe they shouldn't. That's not for them.
Right. And
it's not that you shouldn't try. You should try, but like once you see that that's not for you. Like the other day, we were trying to do a TikTok, and I kept practicing the choreography, and I'm like, shh. No, and now I know it. Now it's like boom, 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 and like it's the whatever, you know. But at the time, I couldn't get it out.
Right.
So I did my own. And I hit my own on the beat. I hit the beat.
Right.
And I look popping and I look alive, but I didn't do the choreography because my brain literally was like, no, we're not doing that.
Right. You're like, I'm going to do my own thing right now.
Yeah, my brain was like,
she
no.
Freestyled, okay?
My brain was like, freestyle.
Improvise. There you go.
Remix.
That's so funny. But at least you did it, though. At least you attempted.
Yeah, and then when we watched it back, it was really cute and fun. So my friend still posted it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, I like it. I feel like I still did my thing.
Right. Absolutely. Hell yeah.
I just have a different drum in my head.
There you go.
When I was ready, after I kept thinking about the dance, I was like, oh, I could do it now.
Okay. That's good. You said now I feel a little bit more motivated.
Yeah. I'm like, now that the camera's not on, I'm down.
Right. Sometimes it works like that. Sometimes it does. That's so funny. Well, speaking of, as far as with social media, as far as I guess you could say internet, the whole AI and ChatGPT, what do you feel about that? Because that's a real popular thing right now.
I feel like, how do I say this? Google walk so ChatGPT could run.
Very true.
Because I remember when I was younger and Google was new and the internet was new and people started having computers at their house.
Right.
Like, the scholars would be like, I learned from an encyclopedia. You know what I mean? And it's true because they had to do really hard research.
Right,
I'm taking these psychology classes and my professor's telling me
did the work.
He had to read multiple books to write the report where I can go on Google and find all these scholar reference points that I could just study all at once. Right. And then I can plug that into AI and have AI make me notes so that I can memorize what's on there and now be able to form my own opinion. So it's not our fault, like the younger generations that are scholars, like the younger scholars, it's not our fault that we have this technology available, and I feel like it's really ignorant to try to not use it purposely, because if it exists and it can make human life
utilize it.
Yes, and it can make human life better and easier. Why not?
In the sense of work smart, not hard.
Yeah.
If you like you said, if you have that reference, why not use it? Some people might say it as, well, you don't put in that real work, you don't put in that authentic work, you're lazy.
But
this, that, and the third.
It's a tool.
But exactly. And that's very true because. Sorry, not to go off a subject or anything, but as simple as I've always done designing on the side, freelance designing. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times, it's like you can get on Canva and do something. Yeah, I might have a little bit more knowledge on Canva just because in general I have knowledge on designing concepts, so it's Photoshop and other programs. Mm-hmm. But why are you going to sit here and pay me, 50, 70, whatever amount it is for something that you can do for yourself in about 10 to 15 minutes, but you choose not to because you have no interest in kind of grasping something.
Or another way to say that the way I think of it is, if I can do something in 10 minutes and you want to pay for what I can do in 10 minutes, but somebody else it takes them 2 weeks.
Right.
But mine is better. faster, like you're gonna want to pay more for the better, faster outcome.
Right. And you're paying
it doesn't make sense. And some people are like, well, you used AI, and I'm like, yeah, because I'm smarter. I applied my knowledge to use the tools. Like a caveman grabbed a rock and like figured out he can make fucking fire. Is he fucking lazy because he didn't use his brain power to turn the fucking fire on? No, like the elements are in the air, right? Air, earth, wind, and fire. If you study physics, nothing touches. Everything's a little molecule. The cells never touch. We're essentially not solid. Like all this stuff is literally in the air and in the minerals. There's metals in the ground. Like, are we wrong for creating tools to like advance? No, we have to advance. We have to keep going.
Right. It's called evolving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
You gotta keep up with the times.
Right.
You can't stay behind.
Thank you, because a lot of people either stay behind or just stay stuck in their era or in their time. You know what I mean? But yeah, you definitely gotta evolve.
And you can't just be a hater on shit. Like you just gotta like let people. If you want to read the books, like that's great. Do both.
Or if you don't
do both, but you have to understand that an encyclopedia that was written yesterday is based on shit from yesterday. It's not based on today. And today there might be brand new information that is not the same information as yesterday.
Exactly, because things change.
It's not up to date. Yeah, things change.
Right, and especially nowadays, things are changing overnight. You know what I mean? With everything going on
in a second, in the blink of an eye.
Right, exactly.
And sometimes, like for example, in the medical field, like people were like, oh, I'm not gonna pay my doctor to like type in AI like my symptoms, and it's just like, why wouldn't you want the doctor to, instead of like going, like there might be something that they don't recall, why wouldn't you want them to use a tool to help them be better?
The only thing where I'm like kind of like weirded out a little bit. Where do you
draw the line?
Well, it's when you're kind of taking away people's jobs. That's the only thing that bothers me. Well, perfect example is last weekend when I went out to San Diego or Chula Vista for the concert. We went to go get food at a fast food restaurant, and the drive-thru was an AI. I could not order our food through an actual person. It literally talked to you, Carl's Jr. Yeah, we were.
And there was no people?
Well, when you got to the window, there was somebody who exchanged your money, but the whole order, like you could be like, let me talk to a person, and it didn't do it. It just asked you what you want. You know, it even did the whole, you know, if you want to know pickles, the onions, it did all that, but it was just all generated through a computer, through AI. And it was like, did your order look correct, you know, on the screen? And which it did. But then to me, it was just like, damn, that's crazy. That either, I mean, at least it didn't take away that person's jobs completely, but it cuts their job in half, I guess. But I just thought that was very different. You know what I mean? Especially for it being a fast food restaurant.
You miss the personal touch.
Right. And you know what? That's a big thing.
Okay, I get that, but like, do you expect that service from Carl's Jr.?
Yeah, because all fast food restaurants are personable.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I don't mind it at a Carl's Jr. However, if I'm like at a nicer restaurant that's more expensive where I'm gonna tip, the tip is gonna be zero if a fucking robot comes out, because what?
Right. Exactly. No, I feel that though. That's true.
But it just depends. There's things that I feel like, that would suck if AI took over their job, but like, I think there's certain jobs where AI can never really replace them.
It. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm saying. Like, use it for what other things that you can kind of use it for other than a fast food restaurant.
I think another really like fucked up way that people abuse AI, is like when they create fake nudes.
I was just gonna say.
Like they make fake nudes about girls or like kids even, or they, 50 Cent be using it and abusing it. He's so funny.
He stays on that. Who
taught him ChatGPT? Who taught you 50? I need to talk to them. Give me your phone. Let me see.
Always got something to say.
You always got something to say.
For real.
I would love.
But you know what? He backs up everything he says.
Hey, ain't nobody fucking with Curtis.
For real.
Curtis 50 Jackson. Ain't nobody playing with you.
Sometimes I crack up on some of the stuff he posts. Sometimes it's out of the world.
He's
shit.
out of pocket.
Right. Like, he'd be the only one to say that shit.
Yeah, you know why'd you say that?
He'd be coming for everybody, dude.
I was loving it during the Diddy trial. He kept coming.
Yes. That, I think, yeah, for sure, he had fun with that.
Yeah.
For sure. That was, yeah, a good outlet for him to start just going hard right there.
Yeah. So, I think, like, everything, there's, like, good and bad.
Yeah, that's true.
And I feel like with great power comes great responsibility, and I just feel like not everybody is capable of that responsibility, unfortunately.
Right. That that's a responsibility, that motive.
So I feel like if you're gonna use it, it should have to like be linked to your, like, I don't know, in the future, like they're gonna have to link it to who's using it to know, like, if you're using it for evil.
Right, exactly. If you're using it in malicious ways,
very evil ways. Because you can ask it like, how do I become a millionaire? Or how do I like help people? Or how do I do something positive? Like, you could ask it something negative too. I haven't. I don't want her to know. No, I don't want her to learn. I don't want her to learn those things. Right, I don't want to expose her to that.
But that's very true, and that's a good point though. As much as you can use it for the good, I'm sure.
Because it learns your algorithm.
Okay. Oh, does it?
Chat learns your algorithm. So what the types of things that you look up, if you were to tell Chat to describe you, it'll pull up all the stuff about you that you've ever told it to
do for me or whatever.
Yeah, or just like
Oh, okay.
Not even to generate, like the type of questions. It'll analyze the type of questions and then be like, oh, you're very innovative, or you're very.
Well, I'm a little interested in what ChatGPT thinks about me.
It's actually like it analyzes everything that you actually think about yourself in a way.
I was just gonna say right, but there might be some things that it catches that I don't get.
Exactly.
About myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's crazy.
I was reading this comment section on TikTok, and it was like
those comment sections.
I love the comments. You can find me there.
That's so funny because I was never really like big on the comment sections, honestly.
I'm not on Instagram. I'm not in the Instagram comment section.
Okay. Well, I don't know on Instagram.
But I'm in the TikToks getting red flags. Can't post that. Can't say that. Who fucking who? I'm gonna talk my shit.
Yeah, when I have an old coworker, she used to tell me, "Look at the comments, Rob," and I kind of started to look at it. I'm like, "Damn, some shit people say is just out of this world."
Wait, there was this one, and this girl was like, "I asked my man if I had pretty privilege," and he was just like, "Come on, babe, don't ask me that." So she was like, "Do I have pretty privilege?"
Right.
And she was beautiful, and somebody put, "You're beautiful, but you look like your dad."
Oh shit.
Which, like, she wasn't ugly, but she wasn't the girl that like walks in for like doesn't have to wait in the line at the club.
Okay. They say pásale, pásale.
No, like they don't tell her that.
Oh, they
I'm
don't.
saying she has to wait.
Oh, she has to wait.
You're waiting, bitch.
She said to the back of the line. To the back of the
Like she's pretty, she's beautiful, but she's
not VIP though.
Plickety plow, plickety plow, and I feel like people put their own, the jokes write themselves on the internet. Like,
sometimes,
the internet's such a
people go ham.
Place.
People live
go
for that.
Ham
though.
in the comments.
People live for that.
It's
though,
so funny.
Comments, you know what I mean?
I be in the comments laughing.
Okay, wait.
Just
I know not to. How do I say?
Just say it.
No. I mean, like, I don't, because I don't mean it so much in a bad way. Just because it wasn't something I did as far as going to look at the comments, but I'm like. When I looked at those comments and I see some of the way that people interact and the things that
some
they say.
Some people are mean as fuck.
Well, that is like, damn, your life is that fucking boring that you gotta go in on people like that. It's one thing to have an opinion about something, but I be seeing people go in and it's like, bro, okay, we heard you, we got the first comment, you didn't like it. That's cool. Like, you got that much time on your hands to fucking go in about somebody else and what they got going on. Worry about you and what you got going on.
So one time, that's funny you say that because very recently, like, people been jumping me in my comment sections because I said some out of pocket shit. Because this girl was talking about a babe sweater that she threw away at Six Flags. Babe sweaters are $400 fucking dollars, okay? You're not throwing it. Look, and she's talking about, and people are like, why didn't you put it back in your car? Right. If you don't have the car, you're not throwing away your bait hoodie. You're not, okay? You're just not. I've been to Japan, okay? So that was my comment. I was like, I've been to Japan. They don't make them that big. But somebody else had commented they don't make them that big, and I thought she was dumb. So I was like, let's troll. Because if you post your dumb ass shit, like I think you're dumb. So we're gonna troll on you.
Right.
It's open season on that ass.
I was just gonna say.
Why did you think you ate with that? You didn't eat.
They walked
and
into
no,
that
and then and like people are like, that's a little girl. Like you're being mean to a little girl. So then I kind of felt like, damn, okay, maybe I'm being mean to a little girl. But I look at her, think this bitch works at like a gas station, has a piercing, has a tattoo, has a baby daddy. Like this is a grown fucking bitch.
Right.
Girl, why you knew what you were doing and you wanted interaction and you got interaction.
Exactly.
I let it die eventually because like. We're not stressed over like what we said yesterday in the comment section, like, and everybody.
And
was
some
saying
people live on for that for weeks.
Yeah, so there's people exactly, and those are the people that you're like, damn, bro, like you're that miserable that you're saying. They commented, ain't got shit to say now. Yesterday, no, I don't.
Because I know when to stop and you don't. You know what I mean? Because I got shit to do.
I moved on.
Right.
I moved on from yesterday's comments. We on some new shit.
Right, exactly.
There's stupid shit happens every day. We on some new shit
That was yesterday's news, my boy.
Yeah, there's new jokes.
Sorry,
new
exactly,
jokes.
exactly. We got some more shit going on. Sorry. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I like to go in a little bit. But I know, sometimes I'm like, okay, like, that doesn't...
I've said a few slick things on there, but nothing, I don't go in because I don't got that kind of time, bro. And I'm like, there's people, like you say, there's people who might not like what you say, so they hit you with something, and they think you're going to go back and forth to
all day, yeah.
And then I stop, and it's like,
that's it.
And then all of a sudden, they're talking to themselves.
Yeah,
like,
and then I go back and read them. I know, and then, no, the funny thing is, and then other people start commenting on it. Like, other people that were not even in the beat.
Right.
In the comment beat.
But some people, it's funny, because it's like, strangers will have your bag.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
No, the strangers were roasting her. Yes, they were. They were like, don't trip, girl, you're fine. Because they kept doing a screenshot of, like, me in mid-conversation. And my eye, like, I don't know. My eye has an attitude. It blinks by itself. I don't know. I don't know what to say. But I'm still a baddie.
I just crack up how serious people take social media.
And then they'll try to comfort me and be like, you're ugly. And I'm like, I need you to post a full body picture right now. Because, what?
Right.
Where's your full body picture?
Or like, you mad, like...
And I'm like, why don't you zoom in on this part? Y'all never zoom in on this part. And it'll be my little waist. Y'all never zoom in on that part.
Right, exactly.
You want to zoom in on my funny eye? Bitch, my eye is funny. So what?
Right. The fact that people take social media to heart is
You don't have a funny eye? I can't do nothing for you. My bad. I think it's sexy. Now what? My man thinks it's sexy too.
If it works, it works.
It works for us, okay?
Right.
Me and my sexy eye.
That's crazy. People make I guess people do people make jobs out of that? Commenting on people?
So people make jobs out of clipping other people's content.
Okay.
So there are jobs like that where if you like the tea and you like to be in other people's cheese mess, you can make money off that. That's like clipping streamers.
That's wild. Man.
Streamers is what really I'm like, damn, that's so crazy that like people like Ash Trevino.
You know what? I'm sorry.
I blocked her everywhere because she's disgusting. There's no way that she's ever gonna get $1 view from me.
I'm sorry, but I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay.
I've heard that name.
She's a horrible individual.
But I don't know who that is.
She's a horrible individual. She's what I know her from.
Where does she write from? Like
from Instagram. No. From TikTok Live, and she's a big girl. And I guess one time she like played with the rose on live.
No.
And she's like older. She's a little bit older than us, but she looks way older than us because she drinks every day. And I don't even know her tea like that, but that's what people say. Well, that she shows her life, so.
Oh, okay.
She's like a Mexican Krishan, like a mess.
That's crazy.
A mess.
So is she an influencer?
No, she's like a live streamer. She's not. Who's she influencing?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, I don't know. That name seems to come up a lot in just different things.
It does, but I blocked her everywhere because I don't want to see that. That's disgusting.
Oh, okay. Right. Damn. No shame in her game. You know?
No shame in her game at all.
That's
but I heard
crazy.
finally she like went to jail for like child endangerment or something.
What? Is she a mom?
Yeah, she's a mom. She has like teenage kids.
Stop.
And then she wouldn't buy them a bed. She wouldn't buy them a bed. And I saw one clip like there was a roach crawling across and she like moved the camera real quick. Like it's just like
okay, wait. Does this woman have hundreds of thousands of followers?
Yes.
What?
Well, not now. I don't know. I feel like people like me.
What
like,
exactly
block
are
her
people
and stuff.
following though? As far as what you're describing from her, what are you following and why the fuck do you like that? That's fucking weird.
Well, somebody came up to her. She posted she was at a bar. You guys, I'm gonna talk about safety and social media next.
Okay, there you go.
Somebody showed up to where she was and popped her in the face.
Stop, because did she post where she was at?
Yeah.
Okay, see that's
So
that's
one
rule
thing,
number
my
one.
brother, I got a brother. We're
never
gonna refer
post
to
where
him
you're at,
as M. M taught me. One time he's like, look, Adriana, from now on, you do not post anywhere you're at while you're there.
Right, 100%.
Unless it's
100%.
like, it's not like if you're drinking and partying and you're like gonna get caught off guard. Earlier today at the event, it was like a safe place.
Exactly.
A daytime place, well lit place.
Right. And you got your peeps with
Yeah,
us.
we had our peeps.
Stay ready.
Exactly. But at a bar where there's drinks, where there's alcohol, where there's nightlife, and during the night, especially, like, I'm not gonna tell you guys where I'm at.
Right. Trust me, if I post something, just know if I post something, I ain't there no more.
Yeah, I ain't
you know
there
what I mean?
more.
If I post it and I posted my location,
I'm out.
I ain't there no
Oh
more.
my god, speaking of social media, did you see that Instagram now has like a map, like Snapchat map? What is that? Instagram, if you... I need y'all to look, I need your AI to check in real quick because you guys need to go back.
Okay.
You need to go back to how you were.
First of all, most people, well, I know not everybody handles Instagram the same as far as there are people who only follow who they actually know, family, friends, you know, acquaintances or whatnot. But then there's some of us, and myself included, you know, when Instagram first started, I have a ton of people, followers that I don't know. But there's some that I interact with here and there. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. That's just
like I have cool followers, like the girl that was like, "I know you," and shouted me out. Right. But like low key, she caught me in the gym in the locker room. Imagine she was like, "Fuck you, bitch!" You called me fat, you know, and beat me up.
Dude. Yeah.
You know?
Right. People have bad agendas. You know what I mean? Or good and bad.
There's good and bad, definitely.
Yeah. But the thing is,
I'm really lucky too. That was a good interaction and a good memory.
Right.
But like, yeah, that can happen. So big on safety. Like, if you have Instagram, 100%. Make sure you turn your map off.
First of all, I don't give a fuck where anybody's at.
Yeah, I literally don't
I'm sorry
care.
to say, I don't fuck with anybody.
I only care where my mom's
heavy
at.
like that to know
and I can see
where strangers
exactly where she's at.
Where strangers are at. Why would I give a fuck where strangers are at? I'm sorry. Like, and not, you know, respectfully. I don't know you. I don't give a fuck where you're at. That's weird. For that to even be a thing. You know, vice versa. They don't know me. I don't know them. They don't need to know my business or my whereabouts. Vice versa. I can care less where they're at or what they're doing. Any single person I have on my Instagram, I can care less what they're doing. I promise you. Like, to me, that's just weird shit. I got enough going on in my life. I gotta worry about where the fuck I'm at. You know what I mean? Where I'm at, what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't worried about nobody. I'm sorry. That's just me. And the crazy part is, you know, there's people who were like excited to have that feature. You know what I mean? Yeah. All those nosy motherfuckers trying to peep game, trying to keep up with someone. You know, they were quick on that.
I've had people pop up in the past.
Oh yeah, way, right. So. That's what I'm saying. Right. I ain't got time for that shit. You ain't popping up on me because.
And honestly,
it won't be good.
Let me tell you something else. You don't want
for them.
me.
It won't
hold
be
up. You don't want me popping up on you.
Right.
So watch yourself.
Whichever way it is, whether you're popping up on me, I'm popping up on you. It ain't gonna be.
Last thing you want is me popping up on you.
It's not gonna turn out very well for them. You know what I mean? So. Just mind your business out there. That's the safest thing that I think most people can do.
I might challenge you to a
mind
dance
your business. Dance off. Okay.
I can't fight no more. I was saying, like, if you have beef with me, like, I challenge you to a gym session.
If you have beef with me, you're beefing by yourself. Okay? You know what I mean?
Period.
You're beefing by yourself because you ain't about it, number one. So just stop right there. Gotta put that shit in the hall right there. You know what I mean?
Period. Time out. I'm feisty. I like to fight. So you know what? They're like, I don't
fight for free no more. I only fight for a check.
Oh, I like that.
Put me on a show.
There's some shit though that's unslidable.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's like, and there's some people, like, I don't hold grudges, but there's some people that it's always gonna be up with them.
Yeah, that's true.
It's always and if you know that it's always up, like, I just know that God is never gonna make us cross paths.
You were in my mind because
God is never gonna make me cross paths with none of you snake hoes because it's just not right.
Well, that and I've always thanked God for never just putting me in situations that He knows
that I'm not gonna handle correctly.
Right.
He only puts me in the shit that I can control.
100%. Because out of anybody, he knows it's up. For certain situations, you know, depending on what the situation is, of course, because I ain't just fighting just to fight, you know. But yeah, I really do thank God every day for never putting me in those situations. You know, nobody ever harmed me, my mom, my sister, my family, my friends, none of that, because that's just off. That's, you know what I mean? All bets are off at that point. I'm sorry, I don't care who you are. Every family comes first. You know what I mean?
I have multiple firearms.
There you go.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Gotta stay ready, so you gotta get ready. You know what I mean? She said, "We're reaching our bags now."
Yeah, we're reaching our purse. And if I reach in my purse, just get the fuck away. Oh, my purse.
Yeah, there you go. Look at a little bling bling.
This is my school bag. This is BB Simon Supreme.
There you go. Big Adri at school. That's right.
Big Adri.
Big Adri, not the little one. There you go.
Last semester I was super modest because I feel like I'm a hot baddie, you know, so I don't want to. For my age group, I feel like I could be attractive to my professors, and I never wanted to cross those lines.
Right.
Or if I asked for help, for it to seem like I'm trying to cross that line or anything, or to suggest anything.
But isn't that sad though? Because you could be 100% innocent
I have to turn it down.
on your part, and you really not doing anything.
I don't.
But they still receive it.
I literally don't give a fuck about anybody's gaze. Like, I do it for me.
Right.
I do it not for the female. People are like saying, "Oh, for the female gaze." Like, I don't even do it for the baddies. I do it for me.
Exactly.
I do it for me specifically because I like to look the way I look.
Right. 100%.
I love me, but like I saw Marilyn Monroe talk about how she can just turn it off. Stop. And I practiced how to just turn it off so that I can be kind of invisible. And sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I still notice that I'm being noticed.
Okay.
But I just try to be low key at school. But I decided that this year I'm gonna put that shit on. Come fall, I'm gonna put that shit on. I'll put on.
She's gonna put on for us.
I'm gonna put on for the city.
That's
okay?
right, LA baby.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I love that. I love that. Well, and I love that you're going to school. You know, I love that you gave that another chance. You know what I mean? It's never too late.
Thank you.
Definitely. You're definitely going to succeed.
Is day one or one day? Like, when are you going to do it?
Exactly.
Today or tomorrow? No.
You know, even with this podcast. You know?
I know.
Forever and a day I had my own mind on it, but at the same time, like I told you, I brought it. I used to think about it before, and then recently, obviously, I kind of brought it up again. But I had you in mind all the way, you know. But my certain idea that I had at that time didn't kind of fit you, but I want it to fit you. You know what I mean?
You're like, how do I make it fit?
Right. Because I was figured, you know, like you say, day one, we gotta do it, or one day. Because
one day.
Right.
One day I'm gonna do it.
And all the great feedback that we get about doing this from our people, you know
exactly
what I mean? That fuck with us heavy because they
and
know.
even people who I didn't even know would fuck with us heavy or fucking with us. I looked at it; it has like over 30 views or over like 50 views, and I'm like,
girl,
that's a lot.
There's 114 or
114
which
people watched it.
Which I appreciate you all.
Wait, can you imagine?
Because I'm over here like, who's watching it? You know what I mean? Like, that's wild.
I love you. Oh my god, can you imagine if there was 100 people standing right here watching us live?
100 people. That's crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
that's amazing.
That shows. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know what that shows, but I like it. You know what I mean? For the beginning. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Family, friends, anybody out there, you know, who showed us love, who took time out of their day to even give us a chance, you know, to introduce ourselves to you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that 100%.
Thank you for listening to us.
Thank you. Definitely. Thank you for the support.
Yeah, thank you for listening to our shit.
Yes.
We're going to talk that shit. We're going to tell you the tea.
We're going to talk real, baby. That's right. Yeah, I really was amazed at that. I was kind of tripping out a little bit. Proud, you know, a little proud moment in a sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just got an idea, you know, ran with it. We hit the ground running and we just did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for something like that to happen the first time around, I thought that was kind of cool. That might not be big to some people, you know what I mean? Those numbers might not be big to some, but it's big to me.
It's big to me. Yeah, it was a big deal when I saw 8 people watch it.
No, literally.
I'm like, 8 people watched it?
I even hit up like, yeah, I
was
even
like,
told
imagine
Choco.
8 people were standing on the sidewalk all trying to say hi to you.
Right.
Like, you
I literally text Choco and I was like, dude, there's like I think it was when it was at 40 or 60 views. I go, dude, there's this many views. Like, who's watching it? That's wild, you know? And that's when her, you know, and a couple other people were like, yeah, you guys got this. Like, it's something I think that was been having to be done.
Yeah.
And we finally sat here and
we
finally just did it. Right. Exactly.
Day one, we just day one day, and now it's day two.
Right,
and
you know what? And
it's gonna get better.
what I love most is that we spoke on it and we did it.
Yeah.
There wasn't no lingering. There wasn't no, well, let's see. Well, I like this or well, I like that. Or like you said, we hit the ground running. We just did it. Unscripted, unfiltered.
Yeah, we
you know
just
what
out
I mean?
here.
That's it. Because we made for this shit.
Yeah, literally. Fuck being humble.
There you go. Fuck being humble. Why?
Being humble's why. Just kidding.
Elaborate on that.
I just feel like, look, I am from God. I am created in God's image. What is there to be humble about? I'm here to create and to make and
for yourself,
to be and just to live. Like, what?
Right.
I'm going to be unapologetic.
Exactly.
I've already done,
like,
trying to be quiet, trying to be unseen, trying to turn it off. Like, we're turning it off.
Trying to be a people pleaser.
Yeah, trying to be a people pleaser. And I just, you know, you really come to a point where you're just like, you can't please everybody.
Nope. That's when it comes down to choosing yourself.
Oh my God.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it. That's all it is.
And the right people are going to like it.
Right.
They don't have to agree with you with everything you say, but they're going to like that you kept it real.
Because people like authenticity. Yes. 100%. And it's attracting to people authenticity for sure. 100%. You know what I mean? It's really relatable to a lot of people. In different aspects because you're different. You are your person. I am how I am. So people will relate to us in different ways. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
And whatever fits, like whatever works for you, you pick it up, and whatever doesn't work, then you can leave it.
Right. Move it on.
That's what my mom always used to say. You know what? When it comes to advice, there's gonna be people that you're gonna think you shouldn't take advice from, but they might say drop a little gem, and you put that gem in your bag and you save it for the day that you need that gem.
There you go.
And you have something to look back on.
That's sick. I like
and
that.
every little gem that you have, you know, you don't know out there collecting gems.
Pertaining to different aspects of life.
Like if that man from earlier, the dad of the gym, Mr. Ugo, had tried to talk to me at the grocery store, I literally would have ran because I would have got anxiety.
Right.
But because I felt like I was in a safe place, I knew that, his family's here. He's my friend's father-in-law.
Well, and even the way he presented himself.
And he didn't present himself in a creepy way.
Exactly what I was going to say. Right.
And the message he came to give me felt like it was meant to be because there was so
100%.
Many booths, but he didn't go to that. He went.
I was just going to say that.
And he wasn't even gonna buy my drink, and then he was like, "Oh, you made the matcha from Japan?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay." And then Christine was drinking it, and she's like, "This is good." And he was like, "Okay, let me try it." And he tried it, and he was like, "Oh my God, this is good! Like, what is this?"
Right. It's a little secret recipe.
And I was so excited to see
because, like you said,
reactions.
all those people, he could have sat there and told any of those people that story, but he chose to tell you and me and Christine. Like, that's
knowing
crazy.
that we would receive it.
Exactly. We would listen.
Yeah, and receiving the word of God is not about being all religious or being all holy.
Not at all. Whatsoever.
You know, because I am not perfect whatsoever.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that I don't walk with God.
I'm sorry, but I'm not too good for
God. That's one thing I'm not too humble for. That's one thing I'm humble to God only. Everybody else can eat it because
exactly. Because I ain't too good.
Because that's the one. That's the only one.
That's the only one that gets me going every single fucking day.
That's the person who.
That's the person who brought us here.
Yeah,
that's the person that got us doing what we got going on.
Destiny. You know? I believe in destiny. I believe things that are meant to be will be.
Because at the end of the day, it's like we've known each other from such a young age. We could have just. And not in a bad way, because like most life people separate and go their own ways or whatnot. That could have happened to us. We could have not that we we hang out every year or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But there's just a reason why we're sitting here right now.
We've always maintained a relationship.
Well, and there's a reason why we're here right now. You know what I mean? If he wanted us to be friends just from back in the days and not keeping on, we would have been that.
We would have fell out over other reasons. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like exactly.
And that's why we never fell out in the past.
Right.
Even though people have their space and stuff, we've always.
And we've never even had like much, even like a difference or anything like that. You know what I mean? And I just feel like
maybe in our party crew days when we were in different party crews, we were battling battling or music battling.
But even then, it was love. You know what I
it was
mean?
like dance battling.
Right. Exactly. I love that.
You remember you were the dance team?
Okay, wait. Okay, that's so funny because I was just gonna.
Robert can dance.
Okay, but wait. What about you with? Sorry, but I have
Oh,
to say. Was it steps? Stop! I don't know why. Just when you said that, it brought.
Yeah,
it brought
I knew how to step. I didn't know. I was a
cranking
kappa.
it. You were cranking it.
I was a kappa doing the shoulders, and I had no idea. Like I was participating in that
Dwayne,
culture.
or what was
everybody on the team was black.
Yeah, literally. And there's a güerita right there.
I know.
Hey.
And honestly, they were so embracing.
They were.
And they would invite me to all their hangouts.
Well, because that was happening.
You know.
That time, you know what I mean? The music and those moves and all that, you know?
And then back then, Dwayne's parents, like, they worked really hard. They had a nice house with the pool, and, like, he would have, like, pool days and, like, invite us.
Nice. I remember you joining
and we would do our little steps dance there. We'd be, like, clapping. I'm not good at choreography, but I was good at that.
Right.
I remember performing at the assembly.
Yeah, I was just going to say, because doing the assembly.
Yeah.
We had that shit turned up, though.
Yeah, our assemblies were fun. Our high school was fun.
Well, especially me and the dance group, but, people fucked with us. They really did, especially the girls and all that craziness.
That school has really amazing dance program. They do, what's that big show they do?
Every year they do a show called Tight Knit Review.
Tight Knit Review,
which
and
it's
an amazing show with like elaborate dances.
It's a really big production.
It's a huge production.
It's a really big production.
And it's famous in our city where we're from.
It's literally been going on for probably 25, if not more years.
Yeah,
it's been going on for a long time. It's cool. I think it's something like to check out one time.
To check out at least, it's really cool. They should do like a documentary on that, huh?
Honestly, to see what these kids in school are doing.
See, they should be applying. They should see if high schools had like a social media marketing class now, because it's part of it now. So they should like they don't teach home ec anymore.
Keeping up with the times,
but keep up with the times. Teach a social media class.
Exactly.
Social media literacy
because there's social media managers, coordinators, all of that.
Yes.
So exactly.
And then they can apply that at school and make content for the school, because I haven't seen stuff like that.
Right, and I feel like it's crazy enough to say. I feel like if teachers were to try to implement that, it's going to be obviously a younger generation of a teacher who's in their 20s or 30s
into
or 40s.
content.
You know what I mean? Right.
Yeah.
Someone who understands that level of social media.
Yeah,
you know
that would be really cool.
Right. That's a good time. I love that.
Yeah, that would be cool. I really enjoy when I get to help young people.
Absolutely.
They're my favorite demographic to help. Like, there's a lot of things that do not move me, but kids move me.
Okay.
Kids move me. So like when I see kids that are really good students, or they're really good kids with their parents, and their parents have like nothing but nice things to say, like that's just so cute and sweet.
Right.
And amazing, respectful. And then when I hear about kids that are like less fortunate and stuff, like those kids move me. Like I want to help kids like that. Right. And that's stuff that like I like to get involved in.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, exactly. I would do so much to help different people in different aspects of situations if I were to ever, not if I were ever, when I get rich and famous. I want to get people, exactly. There's a list of people that I would just love to help. I would love to help.
During the fires, did you help?
Yes.
Did you donate?
The Pasadena fires and all that. Yeah. Honestly, that was just a trip. What tripped me out the most, and it was crazy enough a good thing. I went out to actually. I was looking at different locations to volunteer, and there was places that were like denying people because they actually had too many volunteers, which you're like, damn, but it's like, okay, wait, but that's a good thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're overflown with help, and I just thought that was a beautiful thing as far as a city to see that. Eventually I did find a place that I was able to go to go and volunteer for a couple hours for it, actually right there in Pasadena, and it was really cool. Complete strangers, didn't even know them, just saw their Instagram, hey, we need help, okay, what's up, I'm here. Yeah. Let's do this.
Period.
You know what I mean? And I was separating stuff.
Day one, not one day.
Right.
You showed up.
Right. Because and you know what? It wasn't even a thought. It was just let's
go. Let's do it.
And then there was a bar, I want to say in Cerritos, my friend Jenny, she told me about. I guess there was a bartender that used to work there, that her husband was a firefighter for Pasadena.
Oh, okay. So they were like raising.
So they were collecting a bunch of stuff. Yeah. So we took a bunch of water cases, wipes, chips, just essentials for the most part too. You know, for them, and they were overly like thankful. It was so cool.
My salon did that too. So I actually volunteered to like take the stuff out. So I got to see the neighborhoods burnt down firsthand. Like I got to drive through it because the National Guard was there.
Right.
And
it was
crazy.
It was a crazy experience.
It was crazy to see. It was sad.
And if you sat back and you did nothing, I'm sorry. That's just.
I see you. I'm not gonna say nothing, but I see you.
Because the fact that, and don't get me wrong,
I just feel
money is a thing for for a lot of people.
Your time.
But a case of water is $5.
Oh yeah, a case of water is $5.
We all spend more money on stupider shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And honestly,
put the beer down, put the blend down, put whatever you got to put down to get people in need. You know what I'm saying? Something simple. It's not even the ones asking you to go drastic measures of any kind.
Or people that are trying to help the people in need.
Like, don't buy your pack of gum today. Go buy a pack of water and save these people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
help out.
It's something simple as can be, like literally. So that's why I feel like when you don't have any motivation
when I
to
see
help,
people,
but when those people are in desperate need or in bad times or got stuff going on, they sit there and they wonder like or not wonder, but
they're like pouting.
I hope they, to be honest with you, because I'm a good person. So at the end of the day, if you didn't take part in doing what you gotta do to help your community or your people, I still at the end of the day, I hope people do help you when you are down and out. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we can't change our characteristics for other people.
What I think is that if you are not making a difference in your community, in the spaces that you say that you can make a video on social media, but you can't get out in the in the field to do it, yet you can go out and like protest about stuff. Like, I don't want to see you in these fucking streets. Right. Because you guys.
Well, you can go to a Laker parade. You can go to a Dodger parade.
Yeah.
You can go out there for all the fun and the bullshit. But when it comes to, you know what I mean, doing things for your people and your community, where are you at?
That's crazy.
And again, no one's asking you to sit here and do the most.
And honestly, and even if you don't find it in your heart, fine. But don't talk about it like, oh, you did something.
Or like you care about what's going on.
Because you don't care.
Like you have any interest.
You know like you're just talking about the subject to hopefully get a little traction.
You're talking because it's trendy.
To get views. Yeah.
Exactly.
You're not talking about it because you're moved by it.
Right.
No, I see you.
We see you.
We see you. But that's why your message is not captivating sometimes. Like I see some people just trying any trend or trying to like talk about anything that's happening and
just to get motion.
To get a little motion. But the reason you're not getting motion is because you're not talking about the stuff you care about. Right. There's no passion behind it. Exactly. Unless your passion is telling the news, then fine. Then I get that. But tell the news.
Exactly. I feel that. That's crazy. Well.
Sips tea.
She said sips tea. Had to take a minor pause there for a second.
A little drink break. What did you think about Cardi B's new song? I was just gonna say. Yes. So what you guys all think about Cardi B's new song? Oh, it's good.
Honestly, well,
she gave 3 bars.
And people who know me, I'm not saying this just because I'm a Barty fan, but she really, she put that time and that work in.
Oh, sorry, my bad. She put 4 verses.
Oh.
3 verses.
3 verses, okay? Yeah. Come on, covering Jay-Z.
Yeah, she got the pass from Jay.
Right.
She's a New York legend.
Right. She got the pass.
I loved the video. I loved the looks.
It took, to me, it gave that old school vibe that obviously Jay-Z gave at that time, in that era. But that's exactly what it gave. So it took it back, and it gave her a different style too. You know what I mean? In herself, it wasn't we all know we love her for the crazy ratchet, stuff. But to me, she really put down those bars. She did.
I liked her flow too. It felt like that was how she always wanted to flow.
Right, natural.
And you know what it feels like at times? Like, yeah, that ratchet shit is fun and natural to her, but I feel like she really, before her, you remember her first album? Yes, it wasn't the best album ever, but that was kind of like her style of the music that she was putting out and the beats that she was using. It was that like kind of real New York.
Right, exactly.
Like, vibe.
I wonder if that's why he kind of cleared
Approved
her
it,
for
huh?
that. You know what I mean? Because I hear he's not clearing everybody, you know what I mean? Or anybody on certain projects. So for her to get that pass, like you said, I think that was real cool on her, you know, the iconic, like everything she does.
Iconic moment.
With all that fashion she got going on in that.
The video was sick. That was drip.
Coutoured out.
Couture.
Okay. No, what was it?
Drip or drown. Drip or drown.
Vintage couture.
Yeah, vintage couture. It was beautiful.
Yeah. Right.
Y'all don't know the difference between archive.
Yes,
archive and collection or like runway or something. I don't, but I want to, Barty. I'm sorry.
Barty's that fashion icon for sure.
Yeah,
for
she
sure,
really
for
is.
sure.
She's so beautiful.
So that's what I love about it. She put it down for the music, but then she also had the visuals, the outfits, the fashion. You know, it's not just the music. You know, she's just filled with all this stuff, and that's. Well, I mean, I've always been a #1 fan of her. So.
Oh, I love that. We love you, Barty.
We love you, Barty. That's right. Shout out, Barty. That's right. Yep. See, well, she is dropping her new album.
Next month.
I think not till September.
Yeah, next month is dropping it, and she's gonna drop it like it's hot.
And it's something that I think everybody's been waiting for because she hasn't had an album since Invasion of Privacy. That's 2018.
Yeah.
So I mean,
her kids are grown.
It's super anticipated. Everyone's waiting for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely think it's gonna be a good project.
Do you think she's pregnant?
No.
No.
Because she just had her recent baby.
I know, but
you mean with her new man?
Yeah, there's speculation.
So. Really? I haven't heard that.
Yeah, there's speculations that she may or may not be pregnant, but it's the wrong day.
I'm mad at her though.
Ah!
That's crazy. I mean, damn girl, slow down. I mean, you're talking about all this being wifed up and being with the wrong person and this and that. Okay, so give your time to absorb the good.
It ain't my pussy. Do what you want, girl. Everybody who has their own pussy, that's your pussy. Don't let nobody tell you.
Like Trina said.
Take care of it.
I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, take care of it. Take care of your girl. Don't give her to everyone, but definitely, that's yours.
Right. It's a temple.
That's you. You give permission and you do you with your thing, girl.
Right. That's so funny. Well, yeah, Cardi B did put it down though. I'm proud of her. Can't definitely wait to see what she got to come out next. I'll be the first one to listen to her new album.
Yeah, for real.
As soon as it comes out.
Damn, her breakup is crazy.
Honestly, that in itself was.
I don't think Offset's fine. I don't think he's even kind of cute.
He's not. Yeah, he's not really.
He's not even tall. He's not even tall. He's not tall or fine.
Oh shit. That's crazy.
Like to be like, oh my god, over like.
Right. Okay, wait. The last thing I did here, actually, randomly, was he's supposedly gonna. He's questioning if the last baby's his.
It looks like all their kids.
Thank you.
But yeah, get a paternity test. He also
if that's
asked
what
her
makes
for
you feel
money.
better. You know what I mean? If that's what makes you feel better, do it.
I think it's crazy to expect like a submissive woman if you are not
respectable, number one.
Not just that, like if you're not the true leader, like where's the power? What power do you have? You have no power if you can't be a leader.
She was the leader.
She was the leader.
She ran that shit, and that's what I think could maybe could have been a possible part of the problem or whatnot. As far as maybe he found a little what's the word when you don't feel emasculated.
Oh, it's emasculated?
As far as a man, you know what I mean?
Or emasculated?
You know what I mean?
How do you say it? Yeah, emasculated? Yeah,
and that's very well. That could
but
be
that's
very
his own.
But
that's his own insecurity.
Right.
Get your bag up.
Right.
The fuck.
Right. Exactly.
Bitch.
Exactly.
What raised you? Not the same people that raised Cardi. If
Right.
she's working like that, and then that's your girl. She's not motivating you.
She
to
works
work
like
more?
she's broke. You know what I mean? Like she just nonstop.
She's hungry.
Right.
The hungry never
She
left.
sat there and said, "You know what? I can't complain about all this shit on my plate because I want to eat.
Yeah.
Me, my family, everybody. You know what I mean? Like, and that's one thing is I don't really ever see her complaining about shit. You know what I mean? Not to say, she don't know.
She only complained about him.
But the problem, exactly.
And then I love the other day. Did you see like she was arguing with this girl because she was like, I didn't know that all my big client or all my big fans, like you guys sold out my merch. But she was like making a joke with like her community.
I didn't.
Okay, so she made like a little fat joke with her. bigger, her 3X and like 2X, the bigger sizes.
Yeah.
Because all her merch sold out. It dropped and like in 20 minutes it was gone. So she cracked a little joke. And she's like, I didn't know I had that many of you. Like, I'm going to make more.
Oh, okay.
But like laughed it off. And this other girl inserted herself and was like, well, I'm offended. And
people want to be offended so bad.
And she was just like, girl, shut the fuck up. She's so funny. I love the video. You should look it up. She's like, girl, shut the fuck up. Like, with your fat ass. Because I wasn't talking to you. You're not my fan.
That's what I'm saying.
And my fans didn't get mad because my fans know that it was a little jokey joke between us.
Right.
So I don't know why you're putting it. You're not even my fan. It's not for you.
Right, exactly.
Block me.
People want to be offended so bad, and I just can never understand why. Well, I guess I can understand why because some people get something out of it. So, sometimes, you know what I mean?
Like what?
Like being offended and getting someone in trouble because of something they might have said or did to you that was offensive to you. So you get something out of whatever repercussions that whatever happened to them or that person. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can't understand why
they have ulterior motives.
That's the perfect word. Exactly.
Yeah, I could see that.
Definitely, 100%. Most people do.
I feel like it gives victim mentality.
Right.
Wow, I'm a hater. I can't take
Poor me.
I can't take it. Meanwhile, you're the one that feeds yourself.
Right.
Everybody's responsible for themselves.
Right.
At a certain age, you become responsible for your own self.
Literally. I just heard this on that Russ did. He said there has to be a certain point where you can't blame your parents anymore.
Yeah.
You're already too old. Heal yourself. At this point.
You know better. Use ChatGPT, bro. I don't know. Figure it out.
At this point, right. Literally. Like
there's options.
If you need a sense of direction, ask ChatGPT. She'll start you off.
Google it. I mean? Yeah, read a book. There's options.
Right. Exactly. There's resources out there. 100%. You just got to utilize them. You know what I mean?
Find the spirit.
For them to work.
Yeah, you just have to apply it.
Those things aren't going to work if you're not looking for them. You know what I mean? And you're not studying how they should work or not work or whatever the case might be. You know? That's crazy. People trip me out, dude. A lot of unique people out there.
Yeah. I wonder if people think I'm offensive.
I feel like we could be offensive to a lot of people. But just being authentic can be offensive to people. You know what I mean? Because again, back to...
I feel like, can I tell you something? I feel like even me showing up, like, looking cute can be offensive to other people.
Oh, absolutely. Because there's times where, like you said, you walking in somewhere being so cute, people see that you're good with yourself. People see you're confident, and that shows from you. And so when that's not what they are, that's where that starts. You know what I mean? That could be bothering some of the people because they don't know how it feels to walk in and be bad like that. To walk in and own yourself, even if you're, you know what I mean?
Even if you're in sweats
or
whatever,
right.
Just be confident with you.
Exactly.
With whatever you got.
Exactly. Be confident, be happy, be proud. You know what I mean? You'll feel good, 100%, and you won't have to shit on other people.
So I don't feel like I have to shit on nobody, but only when they're dumb. I just want to let them know. Like,
when it has to be reciprocated a little bit.
If you're dumb, I'm laughing at you. I'm sorry. I feel like God's being funny. God made a joke out of you.
I'm no, you're not, but that's fine.
I'm not. I'm sorry, though. I'm sorry. Okay. I don't mean it in a
sorry,
way.
not sorry, you know?
Yeah. I'm sorry if that's offensive, but that's just how my brain works.
That's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I just feel like it's funny.
No, yeah, definitely.
I feel like
you have a sense of humor, you know?
Like people wouldn't have lasted having my brothers. Y'all would have cried. Y'all would cry.
Did why?
Because they were mean.
Oh, okay.
They were mean. The two oldest ones would just start cracking jokes. Like you walked in with like your mismatched sock. You were like, the joke was not dying ever. Like to the point where it was like annoying, and you either had to become the bigger person and like let it go.
Oh, okay.
Or engage in a fight over it.
Okay,
and you weren't gonna win because now they're gonna roast you, tear you apart.
Stop! That's crazy. You said they're gonna roast you.
Literally, and when that wouldn't work, they would go to facts like, "Well, one day you're gonna bleed out of your butt," and I was like, I was done.
Right.
I was stunned. The girl was stunned; she couldn't speak, and I'm like,
"That's crazy."
And I cried.
What?
Because it's true. One day that was gonna happen, and I just became mortified. Like, wait, what? What did you just say? And the way he said it too.
So crazy. Exactly the way he delivered it.
Yeah,
That's so funny. Right.
I had nothing. Like,
You're
I had
really?
nothing. I was, yes.
Well, you're like, wait,
I had nothing but tears, and he had nothing but laughter.
It affected you totally different.
Yes.
That's so
But
funny.
because of that, I feel like I could take a lot.
That's true.
I could take a lot.
That's true. That's true. It definitely set you up to be a little stronger in that sense. You know, strong-minded 100%.
Or just like not care.
Or there you
Like,
go.
it's okay
Like
if
to
you
be
think
nonchalant
that.
about
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? Like
it's okay if it's true or if
Right.
what you said or
Right.
how you feel like that. Like,
not everything deserves a reaction. You know what I mean? Or you said to even care about it enough.
Yeah.
Like if you don't care about it, you're not gonna have a
sometimes
reaction.
it's funny.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes, yeah, definitely things can be funny. Depending on what your reaction is.
Yeah. What about you with your sister? Like, was she clowning on you? Was she cracking jokes on you, or was your sister nice?
No, my sister. She was nice.
Sisters are nice.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I'm a
I can't speak for
sister.
others, but
I'm a sister, so I know I'm nice.
And my sister, I mean, we're 10 years apart, so I mean, she was a lot like a mother figure growing up too. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it was never like the roasting stuff. It was more just like taking care.
Okay, like if a girl was mean to you though, would she like have your back?
Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%.
See, my brothers were not showing up.
Crazy enough though, it's like my sister's not even like that as far as being rowdy or
Yeah.
crazy. That's more me, my mom, my dad type of thing.
Yeah. It's
Other
your
of us.
sister?
But my sister's definitely not like that at all. She's very just easygoing, low energy. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's not like us, but they're being little and just little things like that. She's definitely has stepped up
for
and
you?
said, "Oh yeah, 100%,
Yeah.
100%, yeah."
When I was little, no, because my brothers were so much older, they weren't going to be able to fight a little, like a kid, 15-year-old.
Right.
But when I got grown, I feel like, I don't know, I've never been in a situation where I needed them to come.
Yeah, that's good though. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I'm like thinking about it. I handled my one situation with the police.
Okay.
It feels good when the police come when you call them. It feels good for them to do like
Their job.
to like call them and then show up, because I've called them and then not showed
Right.
up too.
No, yeah, or they take just forever.
Yeah, like one time we got robbed at gunpoint and they never came.
Shut up.
Mhm.
That's fucked up.
It's scary as fuck.
That's fucked up though. That's fucked up. So how do you not like report that? How do you not come to that?
They just didn't come. They never came.
That's insane. That's insane. Wow.
But like the other day, I had to like call like on a noise disturbance because I had to wake up early, and like I fucking called the cops on my neighbors. Fuck them. And they came. They showed up.
Nice.
And they shut that shit down, and I was asleep.
Nice. Hey, people sometimes people act like they live like it's their like they live in a house.
Yeah, you don't own a house, babe. Like we all live here. Like I'm not
Right.
gonna get mad about kids running around, and
Right,
sometimes
right,
I
right.
do. But like honestly, parents know like they shut it down on the weekends. Like by 11 midnight, they're like shut down. Already,
okay.
You know.
Right. For the most part.
Yeah, like they're in their houses by that time.
Oh,
and they're in
okay.
their homes, but
Yeah.
during the day it's nice to hear them playing around.
Yeah, and kids being kids.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I
feel
mean?
safe.
Not stuck on the phones or the iPads.
Yeah, like these kids in my neighborhood, they really play outside.
Oh, that's good. That's
yeah,
good.
and I love to see them. play
Yeah, that's
outside.
really good to hear because I don't see that anywhere.
Sometimes
for the
I hear
most
them
part.
cussing each other out, and I'll look at them and I'll be like, "Be nice." I'm like, okay. I'm like, don't say that. I'm
Right.
like, you guys are cute. You guys shouldn't talk like that.
Right.
And they're like, okay.
That's good. That's really good to see because I don't really see that much. You know what I mean? These kids are stuck on all the electronics, and that's easier for a lot of parents because that's just what shuts them up.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But damn, let kids be kids, dude. Come on,
play.
don't rob them from their youth.
I know.
Let them play outside, hide and seek,
Let them be
freeze
gross.
tag.
Let them be gross and dirty in the dirt.
Right.
They need that.
Let kids be kids.
It won't be so soft.
Exactly.
Everything won't be so offensive.
Right.
They're gonna learn. What happened to sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. We grew up on that because we were bullied for real.
We need to implement that.
Yeah, but
back
we
in the
wasn't
school.
gonna be a little bitch or a little pussy. Like we were
Right.
gonna get through it.
Exactly. One
We're
way or
gonna push
another.
through.
One way or another.
Yeah.
For sure. That's
I
fun.
feel like that's my favorite insult.
What?
Like calling somebody a pussy.
Oh. people get bothered so much by that.
I don't know, when I'm driving, I'm like, hurry up, pussy. Like, it's the first insult. Like, fucking pussy, just go. And honestly, like,
You're like, why are you driving
not
slow?
even, it's like, it's a couple seconds. I know, I'm like, you slow. But, and then I laugh because I think it's funny.
You know, there's not a lot of considerate drivers out there. That's just what the problem is, 100%.
In other
they
states,
think they're the only people on the road,
yes.
dude.
In some states, people are very kind of.
You know, I don't need you to go fast. I don't need you to speed. I don't need you to do any of that.
I need you to get the fuck out
but,
my way.
Right. But cooperate. Go with the flow of fucking traffic, dude.
Yeah.
Do what everybody else
Or
is
like
doing.
if I see you with your blinker on, I'm gonna let you merge, but I'm gonna give you 5 to 10 seconds.
Right.
If I don't see your wheels moving,
Yes.
I'm gonna take it as you are not gonna go, so
Right.
I'm gonna go.
Right. A lot of people don't know how to
Because
merge.
I want you to go. You could go in front of me, but go.
Right. Step on the gas. You're getting on the freeway. Why are you going at a
Why are you
regular
slowing
speed?
down? Or if you're turning,
You know what I mean?
no. When you're turning a right, like, why would you turn a right when you see a car coming and you go slow?
Right. If you're not gonna step on it, just be fucking patient.
Why are you doing that? That's dangerous. Look, and then somebody was like, oh, what if they have anxiety? It's their first time driving. Having a driver's license and having a car is not for when it's your first time driving. You get a driver's license once you learn how to drive.
Right. Exactly.
If you have student driver on your car, I understand. It's your first time, you have anxiety, but like, it's not safe. If you have anxiety, take the bus, babe.
Uber.
Right. Ride a bike. Or maybe not a bike, actually. You might mess up more.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
But like, use public transportation. If you are somebody that gets anxiety, don't feel forced to get behind the wheel.
Because you're gonna cause an accident because you didn't want to wait 2 seconds for a car to pass by.
Yeah, you wanted
know
to
what I mean?
go and you wanted the other car to stop. And I see it all the time. I've seen really bad accidents.
That's crazy.
I like see other cars sometimes and I get scared because I think they're just gonna swerve in my lane. I'm like,
right.
because I could see them.
Exactly. You're trying to anticipate what their next move is.
Exactly, and I just wonder, like, when you guys are in your car, do you guys not see the other cars?
Right,
like,
you're not
do you
the only
look
one
at
on the
other
road.
drivers? Because I'm literally looking into people's cars, see what they're doing. I could read people's texts sometimes. Because I'm looking, because I need to know that you know. Like,
right. Exactly.
Am I safe?
Exactly.
And if it's not safe, I'm calling the police.
Right.
I'm calling the police and reporting you as a drunk driver. 100%.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I am. It's dangerous. I've seen too much.
Exactly. Right.
I've been in really bad car accidents.
Oh, okay. I've been in a few accidents. I have, yeah.
Remember the story earlier that Christine was saying?
Oh,
About how our other friend Tara started crying when I was gonna drive. I had just crashed my car before that.
Okay,
That's why she started crying.
Right, I remember.
Because we took a mushroom and we were hanging out in a local bar in our neighborhood, and when the mushroom started to hit us and I had driven, she started crying and she was like, I don't want her to drive. And then my friend Christine was like, okay, like, I'll drive. And honestly, I trust Christine to drive, like, on anything.
Okay.
Christine's a mom. I don't know, I just trust Christine. I do. So she got us home and we were all in Christine's room and we were just so happy that we made it. It was the best.
You made it safe. Safe and sound. Nice. Hi, yeah. That's so funny.
Have you ever tried mushrooms?
Actually, no, I haven't.
No?
Actually, no.
That's cool.
No. Never know. One day. I'm not opposed to them. You know.
Not looking for it, but not opposed to it.
Right. But I do see now. Apparently, they're using it medically wise and stuff. You know? Or for certain therapies.
Yeah, for therapy
and stuff.
for PTSD.
That's cool if it works for people.
Because a lot of people that have PTSD also have anxiety and depression.
Okay.
Because those are the symptoms of PTSD.
Oh, okay. And then I guess I heard people are microdosing.
Yeah, so
which
they
makes
microdose it, and and then you go to therapy. So when you have a mental abnormality or like a mental illness, you go to a psychiatrist and you get medication, and then you go to a psychologist and you get therapy, and you use them together.
Okay.
That is how you're gonna get the best results.
Oh, okay.
Whether it's ADHD, like when you're first getting on like a Ritalin or like something like that, or like an Adderall, like, you need to have therapy in order for them to know that it's working properly. You need to be telling them, like, well, I feel like this. Yeah, they're assessing you because honestly, there's not that much information, and there's only so much that they could read off the brain.
Right.
It's not like when they scan other places, they can't scan what you're thinking and see if you thought that. Like, they kind of can, like, with a lie detector, but that's on your nervous system, and that goes based on your heart rate.
Right.
They're not measuring your mind.
Right. Exactly.
or like what your mind is capable of, or anything like that. There's so little information. That's why it's so fascinating.
Yeah, no kidding.
And I feel like the facts that are known, like a lot of people don't know them.
Right.
And when I talk to a lot of people, and for example, like my client was telling me, like she helped her son that has ADHD with his diet.
Oh, okay.
She changed his diet.
Nice. Okay.
And she was on a special plan. The teachers were in on it. The principal was in on it, and they helped her son be the best.
Did it show a difference?
Yeah, it showed a difference because the medication was making him get rage.
Oh, okay.
So like if his little sister just got close to him, he would just like shove her and throw her.
Okay. Gotcha.
And that he would just like lash out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So she was able to help him with
slow
that.
Down.
My girl, I love you. I know you're watching because you told me you're watching. She knows who she is.
Nice. Shout out to you.
Yeah. But yeah, she told me that, and I thought that was really amazing. So back to like my nutrition, gym, like life thing, like my journey, yeah, my on again relationship with fitness. I just feel like I see it finally coming full circle and tying together with the stuff that I'm learning about the brain.
Okay.
And how your diet affects your mind.
Right. Okay.
And also like eating disorders, like under eating, or like people who are bulimic and things like that. They don't have a good relationship with food or nutrition.
Okay.
And people who overeat also don't have a good relationship with food and nutrition.
Right.
You know, and a lot of people don't realize like they could learn something about it. And it's not just like, oh, like what's trending. I think it's hard to get mixed up in like what's trending and like, is it real or is it just trending because like somebody hyped something?
Exactly. It's some gaslighted it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's funny.
Feels like a full circle moment.
Right. There you go. Full circle. Yes, I love that. That's so funny. Well.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Adri and Rob Show.
Thanks for hanging out with us and being a part of the conversation.
Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share the show with your friends.
All right, we'll catch you guys next time on the Adri and Rob Show.
Bye.
Later. Thanks.